Yo, what's goody? It's your favorite guy, for some of y'all, Kari Sakuba, and I'm about to show you 3 tips, 3 simple, straight to the point tips on how to stay fit during back to school season. Let's get it. Alright, so let's get straight to the point, man. So, back to school season is definitely a time full of stress. It's a time full of bullshit. It's a time full of uncertainty, and it's a time where a lot of people start slipping on their fitness goals. Why? Because this is mainly for the college students, because I'm in college and I can relate. But if you're in high school, you could definitely get a tip or two here and there, right? But long story short, college season is definitely a season where things can get kind of out of hand, right? And a lot of people tend to gain a lot of weight during the first month of college. True. Check the numbers, is real. A lot of people either tend to gain a whole bunch of weight because they eat so much, or they tend to lose a lot of their gains that they made during the summer because they get complacent and kind of let the whole schedule drive them into, I wouldn't say apathy, but kind of just drive them into just dirt mode, I want to call it. You know, just dirt. So you eat whatever, you drink whatever, you barely work out, and 2 months later you either lost your gains that you made from the summer, so I'm kind of sick, y'all, or either you start gaining a whole bunch of weight. So I'm gonna give you these 3 tips, mainly diet based, on how to stay fit during the first 2 months of back to school season. Number 1, let me look at my notes. Number 1, it is my favorite one. Have 2 go-to meals, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm sick and tired, all right? Like legit, I'm sick and tired of people going, well, aren't you tired of eating the same thing? Like, don't you just get sick and tired of having eggs and tuna for breakfast? Look here, my man. I don't give a fuck about what the shit tastes like. I don't give a fuck about having variety. All I care about, I know when I have my 2 meals that I always go to, I know that I'm making the gains that I need. So why do you want to have 2 go-to meals, right? Whether you're bulking up, trying to gain muscle mass like myself, right? That's my goal. Or you're trying to lose weight, burn more calories, get lean. You want to understand, well, you need to, dang, I'm sick. You need to understand that diet is the most important thing, right? Diet is 80% of the results, and 20% is your training and your time in the actual gym. So that should put a huge emphasis on what you should be putting in your body. You get what I'm saying? So you want to have 2 go-to meals, right? My go-to meals are simple. For breakfast, no matter what, I always have eggs. I mix it with some tuna, and I have a bowl of oatmeal with peanuts and peanut butter sliced with bananas. That's breakfast for me. No matter what the day is, that's breakfast. Call it boring, call it whatever, but guess what? The results speak for themselves, right? Call it cocky, it's just real life, because people get so caught up in what they think should be instead of shutting up, relax, and just follow the instructions, right? So, now obviously if you're bulking, you want to have, you want to make sure you're eating at least 5 meals a day, right? You want to consume more calories than you lose. So, when you have 2 go-to meals a day, right? Like I told you what mine was for breakfast. For lunch, no matter what, most of the time, it'll be rice, beans, and chicken. Why? 1, I love rice and beans and chicken, I'm African. And 2, it's literally one of the only things I can cook. And 3, it's rich in protein, rich in the carbs I need, and of course the chicken, more protein. You get what I'm saying? So I'll give you like a quick little example of how my day looks like as far as my bulking stage. So because those are my 2 go-to meals, breakfast and lunch, as far as the rice and the beans is concerned for lunch or dinner, what I do is, when I wake up in the morning, I have my eggs and a side of oatmeal. Boom, I'm set. Then what I'll do after a workout, I have a protein shake. So it adds to the protein and the calories I need. Then, most likely an hour later, I'll eat. Guess what I'll eat? A bowl of oatmeal. So, when I get the bowl of oatmeal done with, I mentally tell myself, okay, I'm going to go, my goal is to go through at least 3 bowls of oatmeal a day, right? That's 3 bowls of the same thing. That's a, oh my God, I thought I heard a noise. That's 3 bowls of the same thing, right? That's right there for you. So when you're in college, right, and you got a busy schedule, and you're trying to find out your schedule, and you got studying to do, you don't have time for decision fatigue. you already have to make too many decisions on what to do. So having prepared meals, or having a meal that you're gonna stick with, or a diet regimen you're gonna stick with, is crucial to your success. Why? One, you don't have to deal with decision fatigue. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with the whole making decisions on what to eat. It's right there. So no matter what the day looks like, I know I'm gonna have my meal. So, number 2, always eat breakfast and bring a lunch with you to school. What does that mean? It's simple. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? And we covered that diet is more important than your training, right? They both go hand in hand, but 80% of your results is diet. So if the first thing you do, in college especially, is wake up, get your breakfast on, right? If you're bulking or losing weight, eat a nice healthy breakfast, have a protein shake, and go to class, my man, you're already ahead of the game. Because first of all, you sit in the class, you feel good, your body's full of nutrients, it's early in the morning, you're already good, you're able to pay attention to what the professor is saying, you're able to take better notes. Why? Because you're not worried about what to eat, your body is fed, your mind is fed, everything is good, and now you're setting yourself up for a pretty productive day. So you want to make sure that you have breakfast. Not only that, and obviously you probably can't bring a lunch to school, but definitely prep your lunch, right? You want to have a lunch prepped already at home, which goes back to point number 1, 2 go-to meals, right? You do not eat out. You know what you do? You go straight back to your dorm and you eat that dinner, you eat it up. Because not only does that cover meal number 2, but 1, you save money. Anybody who's in college already know saving money is literally important for your survival in college. So not only are you not spending money, but you're building a discipline. So that's what number 2. Always eat breakfast before your class schedule, and bring some snacks with you, right? If you're trying to lose weight, I would suggest have a smoothie with you. So last point, work out before or after class, or after your class schedule. Now, if you're kind of like me, man, I work out 5 days a week, you get what I'm saying? Or if you're somebody more advanced, whatever that means. But you want to definitely, this probably wouldn't mean anything to you, right? If you work out regular, because I know a guy like me and my personality, it don't really matter to me what the day is. I'm gonna get it in. If it's not early in the morning, if it's not after class, I know I'm gonna get it in. But if you're just building on the habit, right? If going to the gym or even working out at home, whatever you're doing, is kind of not yet a mental habit, you definitely want it to be something that you knock down right before the day begins. Or if you really can't do that, you want it to become a habit to where as soon as class is over, the first thing you do is hit the gym. That way everything else is set up for you. So imagine this, imagine point 1, 2, and 3, right? Point one was have 2 go-to meals. Point 2 was always eat breakfast and bring a lunch. And point 3 was work out before or after class. So imagine this, you wake up in the morning, boom, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever. You got your protein heavy breakfast, boom. Sipped on a pre-workout, boom. You go to your school gym, boom. You hit it, you hit that workout, you do what you're doing, boom. And right after the workout, you have yourself another protein shake to add to the more protein, boom. Now it's like 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Guess what? By the time you sit down in that chair in class, bro, by the time you sit down in that chair, I promise you, you're gonna be way ahead of the game mentally and physically. Not only do you feel good in your body, not only has your body been pumped up for the day, not only did you already accomplish your goal, but before the day even started, you already hit the most important goal, which to you may be to get fit, right? So, you're already ahead of the game, your body's feeling right, and now your brain is wired to do the first thing first. Also, this is actually a self-development quote. I forgot who the person was who said it, but it's a very famous one that basically goes in the saying of, eat the frog first, right? Eat the frog first. How I interpret that is basically do what's most important first, or do what's harder to do first, right? Which correlates to point number 1, or really point number 2, or which is to eat breakfast, right? Prioritize eating breakfast, right? Make sure you eat breakfast, make sure you get that protein in, and also if you hit the gym first, if you get that real workout in first, guess what? Your brain is wired throughout the whole day to stay engaged and keep habitually doing things that are quote unquote hard at ease. Does that make sense? Versus the individual who wants to say, oh, I'll do it at night, I'll do it later. You're already programming your brain to put things off. So if you do what's hard first, or if you get that thing over with, guess what? You're setting yourself up for success. And imagine doing this for the first month of college. You're already going to build the habit to stay fit, to stay lean, and keep your fitness going. But I want to add one more tip. All right, one more tip. This tip number 4. Make sure you get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. What? Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I first found out that I wasn't seeing some results that I wanted because I wasn't sleeping enough, I was like, what? Are you for real? 8 hours? How the fuck am I supposed to sleep for 8 hours? First of all, there's no way around it. You have to get sleep. Your muscles are building during the recovery process, right? That process is called protein synthesis, right? I'm trying to sound smart, but that's what it's called. So the best time when your muscles are building up and repairing themselves and growing and adapting to the stress you put upon them is literally when you're resting and when you're sleeping. And when you get that 8-hour sleep, science shows, scientifically proven studies show that 8-hour, maybe even 9-hour sleep to where your brain hits what is called REM sleep, R-E-M, REM sleep, basically where your eye movements are rapid and you have a deep dream. At the deepest of that good sleep, that's when a lot of your organs, a lot of your body, even your brain health, a lot of your health, that's when it's repairing itself. That's when the muscles are growing. So by the time you wake up, boom, your muscles are fully recovered and obviously your muscles are growing. So we want to make sure you get 8 hours of sleep. Dude, imagine you're just doing those 4 steps in the first 2 months of college. Even though I guarantee you, bro, do this the first month of college continuously, and I promise you, you'll be ahead of the game. Not only will you still be in shape physically, but also mentally, you become the cause and not the effect. You become somebody that can create their day and kind of sort of create their destiny, as to say, than somebody who's just floating around and derping around through the schedule of life and other people's demands, and then work, and then money, and then college, and then this party. Next thing you know, 2 months pass, you lost all your gains, you lost all your focus, right? So remember the 3 tips, really it was 4. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, man. A lot more videos coming up. Videos about staying fit, videos about fitness, and also just fun little me doing little vlogs, still trying to get a hang on this YouTube thing, all right? Show some support. And definitely, man, I encourage you, if you got any tips as well, go in the comment box, write down some tips. Write down some things that you do that keep it productive, not just in college, or high school, but maybe in life. All right, I could get something from it, or the whole comment box could get something from it. All right, it's your boy Chrysler, and I'm out.